What's going on, everybody? Dan Richardson, WCPW review guy, and yeah, today bombshell. Like I didn't even get time to get the suit out. I literally just came home, showered, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just get this video because this is some pretty crazy news. Some pretty crazy news hit. Before I get into this video and my thoughts on the situation at hand, I want to thank everybody out there, and literally, like, not just saying this. There's too many people to even count. Like, my phone blew up huge. I was at work today, and it was early in the morning when the news broke over here in America, and like literally my Facebook, my Messenger, Twitter, all that good shit, YouTube blew up like ridiculously, and everybody was like, you know, keep me informed of what was going on. So guys, thank you. I mean, that's what I love about this. We are a community. Like, that's the definition of community right there. It's fucking awesome. For those of you who are living under a rock, or maybe you just don't, you know, follow social media or anything like that, and you know, it was announced earlier today that 5 people have left What Culture. Adam Blampier and Adam Pacitti, Jack the Jobber, King Ross, and Sam Driver. And yeah, I don't know, and that's like no one's talking right now. There is, like, I don't know if it was they walked out, if they were fired, if it was a mutual thing, I don't know. And that's the thing, like, no one, a lot of speculation. I'm trying to stay away from that. I'm trying to get, you know, I want to hear something from either, you know, side, not necessarily, you know, gossip or hearsay. But either way, What Culture did release an official announcement just stating that they were out, and that other people were going to be kind of taking their spot. Not their spot, but they're going to be doing a new show. So like all the shows that they've been doing are now out the window. And of course, if you guys have been noticing, I noticed yesterday when they did the Bobby Heenan tribute, which R.I.P. Brain, love you. They had someone new. I don't even know who it was now, breaking it. I thought that was kind of weird then. I was like, this is definitely a Blampier video, like, right? And at the very least, the Jack the Jobber or Simon Miller thing. But no, it was someone totally different. And then sure enough, today they dropped another video, and it was 2 guys that I don't even know who they were doing it. So yeah, lots of questions now. Apparently this, you know, everybody was speculating right off the bat that this could be the end of WCPW, which does not seem to be the case right now. WCPW official Twitter page announced that they will be announcing the new GM at the pay-per-view Refuse to Lose. And you gotta remember, I don't know how many more loadeds we got that were already pre-taped, but you know, at least this Thursday and possibly another one has already been in the can. So those will still be the ones where those guys were involved. I want to apologize about any background noise too. I just threw this video together. This isn't even, I didn't set up, I didn't close my windows, anything like that. I'm just up and running here. This is guerrilla style right now. So I have no idea exactly, you know, what to expect. I mean, I'm not sure what the exact roles of these guys were. I know Sam was the editor. From what I understood, and I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the Adams and King Ross was on the creative side. And I'm not sure about Jack the Jobber. I don't know. I'm also hearing a lot, you know, there's a lot of negativity out there, and that's the other thing I think people should try to stay away from. You know, as soon as this news broke, everybody's like, well, I'm unsubscribing, you know, I'm quit watching, you know, this is it. And I don't think you should do that, because you gotta realize these new people coming in, it's not their fault. It's not their fault at all. You know, they're just working there, and just this is how it happened. I don't know, once again, what the reason is. And not just that, but as far as WCPW goes, I mean, there's a lot of great talent there. Now, once again, in the UK, it's a hotbed for pro wrestling. So, like, if this went under, those wrestlers aren't hurting a bit. Like, literally, they can just walk next door and be like, hey, there's another wrestling venue right here. Let's do this. And that's the thing, I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at right there. I feel very weird because that's what brought me, and I mean, I can't speak for everybody out there, but I think a lot of people can relate to me on this one, especially the ones who's been following WCPW since, you know, before the first episode loaded. You know, back when it was just announced and they were doing little skits and everything leading up to the first episode loaded. That's what attracted me to it. I mean, there's a million different indie promotions out there you can watch. There's a million of them. Like, there's a ridiculous, especially on YouTube, there's a ridiculous number just on YouTube alone, let alone, you know, the big promotions and the, you know, the B-level promotions and whatever. you can go anywhere, and especially in the UK. In fact, you can see all these wrestlers in other places. And numerous times people are just like, hey, do you watch Progress or ICW or, you know, any of these other promotions in the UK? And I always say no, and they're like, well, why not? You love, you know, you love Drake and Kirby and Ligero and Hendry, you know, Coffee. They're all there. What, you know, why do you limit yourself just to WCPW? And I'm like, because this is where I belong. Like, what brought me here was these people who just walked out. It was their videos I fell in love with. It was their videos that encouraged me and inspired me to do this right here. So it is a very awkward thing, because I'm thinking to myself, once again, I know everybody's going to disagree with me, and that's fine, because everybody has their own opinion. That's what makes this community great. But like for me, I loved, you know, when the Walk Culture personalities was involved on WCPW television. Like, you can't get that anywhere else. You can't get that at Progress or ICW, Rev Pro, or where the fuck else is out there. You can't get that there. The only place you can see Jack the Chopper get, you know, speared by Primate, right here on WCPW. You want to see Pacitti get beat the shit out of in a battle royal and then thrown out? Right here in WCPW. You want to see Adam Blampier flip out, drop a bunch of F-bombs and kick people out of his ring? You ain't getting that anywhere else. And I don't know. It is a weird thing. I don't want to abandon ship, though. I want to ride this out. Like I said, I've always said, as long as WCPW's kicking, the WCPW review guy will be here with it. So for right now, I mean, you know, and I can't tell anybody what to do. Once again, I mean, that will probably send the strongest message, but I don't know the full story, though. We don't know if it was just these guys ready to move on. It seems highly unlikely. They just finished up the World Cup in this insane schedule. Like, it just seems like, I don't know, it's odd. It's weird, and I'm hoping to get more details. Right now, nobody's talking on Twitter, except for Jack the Jobber. He's just dropping random goofiness, like, he's like, you want me to talk about it? And then he'll bring up a random topic. It's weird. But no one else is saying a word, and I've looked on other people's, and not really a whole lot of anything. James Dixon is still with us, hopefully, who's, I guess, like, he's like the head of creative or something like that. Once again, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong, but I know he's still part. But I don't know if he was a part of Walk Culture at all. I think he may have just been from the wrestling aspect, helping the Walk Culture guys out. So I don't know. But Simon Miller's still there, and I really like him. And I think the other two Adams are still there. So I mean, it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world, but it does suck. You know, it's like beginning of the year when we lost like Joseph Connors, Pete Gunn, and Mustache Mountain. I mean, it's a blow. It really is. It sucks a bag of dicks. In fact, it sucks so much, it's sucking through this first bag of dicks, and it's moving on to the second bag of dicks right now. But once again, we don't know what the future holds, so I say everybody just kind of sit tight. Once again, this is WCPW. It's a roller coaster ride. Remember at the beginning of the year, before the beginning of the year, it was all just uphill. It was like great, and then it just started doing this. Oh shit! And right now we're just on a downward turn right now. But who knows? It could be a hill around the corner, and we'll be climbing it. And you never know. So that are my thoughts. That's my, you know, let me know what you guys think. If you guys, you know, learn anything new, keep me posted. You know, keep me informed. Comment section down there. So guys, thank you for tuning in, and until next time.